All right, moving on, let's get you a shocking tale from India's IT capital. A Bengaluru woman coming back from a protest was allegedly sexually assaulted by her Rapido bike rider. The woman shared shocking details of her ordeal on Twitter. She claimed that seeing an isolated spot, the driver engaged in indecent exposure even as he continued riding the bike. After dropping her, he continued to harass her with repeated messages and calls, following which she filed a police complaint and the driver was arrested. Now, this woman has also called out Rapido and questioned the lapses in their system regarding the safety measures like background verification of drivers.
You being the victim, like what exactly happened? Can you brief us what exactly happened on Friday after the protest?
After the protest, I was going back home and I booked a Rapido taxi. And when I reached Vittasandra, which is kind of a remote place, there are no houses and there was no vehicles around, and this driver slowed down the bike and he started riding with his right hand and he started masturbating with his left hand. And I kept quiet because I was worried that if I make some sound or if I try to record, or even recording didn't even occur to me. I was frozen. And so I knew that if I speak up, maybe I'll put myself in danger. So I just kept quiet. And after about 300 meters, he continued doing that and the bike was moving very slowly. And when we reached the school, near to the school, he saw a vehicle coming because there's a turn and he saw a vehicle is coming. And he stopped. And he started riding, and I kept thinking, what can I do right now? I need to get out of the situation. So when we were about this Vittasandra is also a little close to my home. So they once I reached, which is like very close to my home, like around 200 meters, I asked him to drop me there. So he dropped me there, and there was a tea shop nearby, and I stand there and I had a tea to make sure that this person goes back and he won't follow me home. And after that, he kept calling me, and I rejected the call. Then he started messaging me on WhatsApp, and I blocked his number and I reported this incident to Rapido, and they called me back saying that they blacklisted this person. So then he called me again saying that it was not me, it was my friend who came to pick you up, so please withdraw the complaint. And so I said I will not withdraw the complaint. And then the next day, which is yesterday, I went to the Electronic City Police Station and I filed a complaint.
So now, what is the further procedures that the cops will be taking, and what do you want to say about it? Because you're not from Bangalore, and you came to Bangalore in 2007. And you said 17. So you have settled here. So these incidents, will it affect you in future?
I don't know about future, but I know that women are going through harassment, but it's not possible for us to keep moving from one place to another because harassment happening, right? Because it's happening everywhere. So rather than moving, I think we should start focusing on making all the places safer for women. And I don't know about future, but I don't plan to move out of Bangalore. I'm staying in Bangalore itself. And in terms of what's going to happen next, the police already arrested him. That's all I know right now, but I'll be going back to the station now and I'll get to know.
So this is not the first incident that is happening with this Rapido bike taxi. So do you think that they have to ban the Rapido bikes?
I don't know about banning, but in my complaint, I have stated that I want them to be public about what kind of safety measures that they are implementing in order to make sure that the female passengers are safe, or any gender for that matter. It's not just female passengers, those are in danger. So I don't know if they have an internal mechanism that works to resolve this kind of issues, because all I got is an automated email saying sorry for inconvenience. I don't think that is the right way to respond to it. But yeah, I want Rapido to come out and show us that this is the policies that they implemented, or this is what they are going to do to make sure that female passengers are safe. And if they fail to do that, then I don't know, maybe they will have to stop operating. I'm not sure what they can do. I don't think I know enough to have an opinion on that.
is standing over here at Town Hall, where you can see that this is the location from where the victim took her Rapido bike taxi to go back home from the protest that happened on Friday, where there are several incidents that bring forth a traumatic. The city is at times for women. It all started when Atira was on her way home from a protest. She was trying to book a Rapido auto rickshaw, and she was also trying to book cabs, but due to unavailability of cabs and auto rickshaws, she had no other option. So the victim had to opt for a bike taxi. While she took the bike taxi from this location to Electronic City, to her home location, while she was going back to her home, in middle of the way, the driver diverted her to a different area, to a remote area where there are no vehicles in the surroundings, and tried to have inappropriate behavior on the bike. Even after victim requested the driver to drop her 200 meters away from her home location, even after that, he continuously tried to message her and harass her on messages and calls.
All right, shifting our